Hello everyone, my name is Miko Lesmana and I'm the author of the Relight. So what's Relight? Relight is one of custom ComfyUI node that use multiple GPU, where it concerned about sequence parallelism and FSDP, fully shared data parallel, to both split the load of GPU and the model between multiple GPUs, of course. If you're already using ComfyUI, you might familiar with another ComfyUI implementation of multiple GPU, but I will discuss it later. But for now, I will explain what is Relight. So as you can see, Relight is split the workflow using sequence parallelism or USP, Unified Sequence Parallelism, where each GPU only got partial sequence. This is, for example, to RTX 3090, where each 3090 got half a sequence, but full model. Or you can enable FSDP, where the model itself will be split and the GPU will be work on different seed or different CFG conditional. But you can also use both of them at the same time, such as FSDP plus USP, split the model, split the sequence, or purely CFG. CFG is cluster fire free guidance parallelism. This is important for UNet model, which is very hard to be split among GPU. So you load full model like SDXL and SD 1.5 to each GPU, but the conditional will be split among the GPU, where one GPU work on conditional and one GPU work on unconditional batch. So how Relight internally work? Relight use Ray to control actors inside multiple Python interpreter. So every Ray actor or every GPU own has its own Python, fully realized Python, which is managed by Ray. That's why the name Ray Light is a partial namesake. And Relight use XDIT as its core. XDIT is the one who split the sequence among GPU, where XDIT itself is based on Yuncheng, a unified sequence parallelism. You can read the PDF, which I recommend it, since this is very good understanding, like the communication and how the sequence will be split. Anyway, so let's just get started with it. So I have these reactors again. Actors is the active worker in Ray. So you can see there will be many reactors in Relight, since it is the worker itself. So this is Ray init actor. Ray init actor is must be implement in your workflow. It is the one who that tells the Relight how many GPU that you own. Say, currently, since I'm on Runpod, I only have 2 GPU. And we talk. I have RTX 2000 ADA, which is this one, where the spec itself is actually much closer into RTX 4050 than 4060 itself. So I will be using 4050 to sequence parallel. I 100% targeted 16 gigabyte of card as my main goals, since it is the most common denominator between GPU user in ComfyUI or Stable Diffusion community, and it's the cheapest. So anyway, this is Ray init actor. I will be using. So I will be telling you what are these properties and attribute. GPU is, well, number of GPU that you own. If you over GPU, it will complain too many GPUs. So we are going to use 2 GPU. There are unified sequence parallelism itself has internally it's split between Ulysses and ring degree. You can read about this, why it is important. Anyway, the rule of thumb is this is multiplication must be equal to your number of GPU. Say if you have two GPU, you can only have 2 multiply by 1 multiply by 1 parallelism. So this is 2 multiple 1 multiple 1, it's 2 degree parallelism. It is valid. If you have this, it is invalid since it is 4 GPU unit that you need to have. Invalid also. This is technically can be done, but it is just invalid any other parallelism. However, if you use 0 on everything, it will no longer be sequence parallelism or CFG parallelism, but instead it will only use fully shared data parallel. So each GPU can produce 2 different image, but also use FSDP. See, like this part. So this is set every parallelism is 0 except for FSDP. But you also can disable FSDP and run full model on each GPU, for example. But if you planning to do that, I'm recommending you to use this. I'm recommending you to use this custom node where it use full load entire model and workflow into each single GPU user. So it is just a bonus side, like bonus features that just accidentally created just a byproduct of of parallelism itself. So anyway, Ulysses degree, ring degree, CFG degree. This is method of parallelism. Usually, if you want to use Ulysses only, you can use Ulysses 2, ring degree 1, CFG 1. Or you can use ring degree but enable sync Ulysses. There is a problem with sync Ulysses, which is there is a leakage in VRAM. There is memory VRAM leakage. Some user reported that using sync Ulysses will be fix the VRAM leakage problem, but some user also, including me, report that it is not working. So why we need increase ring instead of Ulysses? Ring degree can be useful if you have odd number of GPU, but still, I'm recommending for to the power of n multiple GPU. So say you have three GPU, still I recommend only using 2 GPU and using Ulysses degree, since it is very weird to be parallelized between odd number of GPU. So just set as Ulysses degree how you want, like this for example. FSDP, if your GPU does not have enough VRAM to load entire model, you can enable it. But since we are using 1.1.3, it's plenty enough to load. CPU offload is you partially offload the model into CPU RAM, and only like one block size of model will be loaded into each GPU. So not only you will split between GPU, but you will be also offload some part of the model into system VRAM. Again, this is for GPU user that has very low amount of VRAM, but usually FSDP is plenty enough. So to load the model, you use load diffusion model array. This one. You also can use Guguf model, but you need to install CT96 Guguf custom node. Okay, you load entire clip like basic conv UI. You need to clean the VRAM since parallelism itself on conv UI is opt-in, so conv UI does not have full control inside Relight. So you need to manually clean the VRAM if you don't have enough VRAM. This is the sampler, Xfusor Case Sampler Advanced. This is for Ulysses and CFG parallelism. Say this is just like any case sampler, and just let's run it. Okay, we run. I already test multiple workflow. So let's see. So uh, this part is basically the reworker starting the local cluster. Wow, that's quick. Oh, sorry. It is previous run. Yeah, the problem with Relight is actually this progress bar, since it is asynchronously being reported by each worker, so you might have weird. Yeah, this is its GPU working. I will fix this progress bar. It's easy to fix, but I don't have time for that for now. You can load LoRa, any LoRa. This is for why it's ugly. Oh, I forgot why do. Yeah, I disable the VRAM. Let's rerun it again. And this is the actual GPU being used. So if you are using NVTOP, this part, the process will be, I don't know if this is the run pod problem or I think this is run pod problem, since if you are using your own cluster or on your own PC that have multiple GPU, it will be reported what kind of active process that being used. In this case, it should be run ray.custom sampler. So as you can see, before that, two of the GPU is being fully used and fully loaded with one model, and this is the example. So how about we use, let's say how much time that it took, but 1.28 second per iteration. So let's test against normal ComfyUI workflow. It's like 1.93, 2.24 second. So if you do your math quickly, 1.9 second is not twice as fast as 1.28 seconds. This is because, of course, there is a bottleneck in communication, since every forward of the model, the sequence parallel must be spread amongst the worker, and that communication will have some kind of bottlenecks, say. So you only get 1.5, 1.9, maybe 1.8, usually 1.7 multiplication of speed. Some model like Flux2, which has very large amount of uh, attention head, will be lagging the entire communication. So there is one important things that I should to tell you, that if I NVIDIA SMI, it is the topology of your GPU. Your GPU need to have topo min P2P. Your GPU must have peer-to-peer connection capability. This is important, since without this, your Relight workflow might be slowing down quite significantly. There are way to implement. There is OpenKernel. So where is OpenKernel? There are Open GPU kernel that enable non-data center GPU to use peer-to-peer. So I do not know how comfortable are you to implement this NVIDIA driver kernel to your GPU, because this is one of important way in Relight. It's up to you. So anyway, uh, we already use one. Let's use another model, say Qwen. The extents you can use template, Relight. There are already multiple model that I supported. Let's try Qwen, this one. Qwen, Relight, same. Uh, since I use Google as my Qwen model, let's use that. Unfortunately, Google cannot be FSDP, so we are going to use Ulysses only. So another what? So another tips for you is if you can use Google model, I prefer you to only use Google model and not FSDP using native dtorch. Why? Because you already has communication bottleneck in Google, sorry, in FSDP, but also you need to communicate another in sequence parallel. So it is better for you to reduce the amount of parallelism if your GPU cannot handle uh, bandwidth, since this custom node is really like fast and feeling communication. So we use Google model. Do I have the LoRa? Array. Oh no, I forgot to download it. Anyway, let's just use 15. Before that, we are only using Ulysses. How about we use CFG? Again, CFG must have active conditional to be split among tensor, among batch tensor. Queen. Did I? Yeah, I forgot. Qwen VIE. Um, wait. I forgot if I already download. Array. Oh yeah, I only download the LoRa for 2.1, so only 4, only 15. Run. So we are using CFG degree. So CFG degree only split the conditional batch, but each GPU still receive full sequence. So while the Qwen itself being loaded and being processed by reactor, let me tell you about the differences between another multiple GPU parallelism. So the most popular one, and this is also benefit single GPU user, which I really like, is Pollock JJ ConfigUI multi GPU. It works on so-called distorch too, which is granular way to offload your model into another system RAM or another GPU as a donor. Or you can load entire model or entire VAE or entire clip on another GPU, and that's fine. It's absolutely working flawlessly and only and can use on Windows, so that's a plus point. The problem is the GPU does not contribute to the workload itself, and it only work on single GPU, so no work split being done. But it's still very good for system RAM offload. I often use this to offload Qwen image in my personal rig, like BF16 Qwen image, like testing 40 gigabyte model and so on and so on. This is pretty good, but unfortunately does not split the GPU. Another parallelism is ConfigUI itself. ConfigUI has its own branch on work split GPU. It it basically target CFG parallel, just like this one, but it works on more granular level. So what's that mean? Say if you have 3090 and 3060, which we know that 3060 is very very less powerful than 3090, you can offload 80% of workload like this, like multi GPU option, say to 3090 working 80% of the workload and 20% to 3060. That's good. Problem is CFG usually only have two batch parallelism. So if you read this this example, multiple comments, you can see only two GPU being used since CFG only being split into two. That's the problem. Also, yeah, Raylet also the same. It cannot split more than, like, this is invalid since the CFG batch tensor itself is only has the size of two. So the only valid way is this. This is invalid. So that's multi GPU work split. It split the CFG and it split the workflow itself. And another distribution that I already mentioned is ConfUI distributed by Robert. It is more so on job distribution, where each GPU handle its own workflow and it's being collected at the end of the run by this distributed collector. So it's like job distribution. What's great things about this parallelism is it can summon Docker container in another system. So that's the very cool part. It can create Docker container, summon it without physically the GPU being in the same place. So this is very good if you already have the model being loaded fully into your GPU and you don't need any parallelism. Sorry, does not need another USB parallelism. So this is very good. So thumbs up for every single custom and branch that being worked on by other developer. So this is and Raylight is just one of the four parallelism. There are couple of issue. Say if your P2P cannot P2P, you can use this to basically disable the peer-to-peer, but it will leave performance on the table. Again, topology is very important. P2P, there is VRAM leakage that I mentioned about ring, like this one. So this is Qwen being work. 15 steps. Yes, very long. Anyway, I think it's done. See? This is 120 by 720. It takes about 8.38 seconds per iteration. So previously I already tested. It's about I think CFG degree is quite worse in parallelism. So let's say we use two USB degrees. Only 8.3.8 seconds. See, this is USB mode. You need to expose case sampler. Another way is, say, this part. Sorry. Yeah, only FSDP. You can actually use data parallel case sampler, which work just like Robert ConfUI distributed. So, but this is, yeah, another byproduct of FSDP, just free upgrade, basically free feature. You have to set I haven't updated this picture, but you have to zero all the parallelism degree. You can use FSDP, you can disable FSDP, and you can use both FSDP and USB. Oh, and forgot to mention, If you install attention, there are like flash attention or Sage attention. You can use this. Torch is default attention. There is Flash, Sage, and ITER for AMD. I only test it on single GPU. Yes, there is a debug method to enable single GPU, but it's just for me to debug. But ITER ROCms is one of for AMD. And this is supported NVIDIA architecture that I already test. If I'm not mistaken, there are V100 user that use Raylight. I think it's from Bilibili that test using V100. I do not know. I cannot read Chinese, so I do not know if it is working or not. But usually Ada Lovelace, Ampere, and Blackwell work perfectly fine. With some caveat on Ampere, there is a problem with FSDP. So if you're on Ampere, just use Torch 2.7.1. This is a recommended way in Ampere. AMD, if I'm not mistaken, AMD already implemented. Yeah, AMD already test by, I think this guy is from AMD already tested. And what else? Oh yeah, LM Scaler from Intel. They port Relight into XPU, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you can, if you are on ArcB60, you can check this out. This is supported model. I haven't tested. Yeah, there are many model that not being test. Oh yeah, about units. Say I already mentioned, since USB and FSD, USB is kind of hard in UNet, and also FSDP is also kind of hard in UNet. So the only plausible method is CFG, and also a concession and copium from me. UNet is kind of already being fully loaded into 8 GB VRAM, so it's not a problem about FSDP. About scale versus non-scale model, about FSDP really like non-scaled model, so like FP8 non-scale, or basically scale version. There are problems since FSDP require all the module that being wrapped by the FSDP to have same D types. That's the problem. With scale model, there are some bias that in BF16 there is scale factor also in FP32. So yeah, I mean in theory it works in theory, and in reality it works, but do not, but you will have much more a pleasant time if you are using normal FSD non-scale model. So this is using Ulysses, and it is much lower, 6.55 seconds compared to CFG. So yeah, I mean you can play with any of the setting as long as the multiplication is valid for your number of GPU. And I think if you have, I don't think I have any more to say about Raylight. I hope you have a nice day, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.